is official. Anthony Joshua will defend his WBA, IBF and WBO world titles against this man here. That's Andy Ruiz Jr. June the 1st, Madison Square Gardens. Joshua is holding a media day at the Institute of Sport in Sheffield. Fraser Dainton is there for us. Good afternoon to you, Fraser. How tough is this fight going to be against Andy Ruiz Jr.?
Well, we expect it will definitely be a test. I'm joined by Gareth A. Davis from The Telegraph. Let's take you into the ring itself, because Anthony Joshua has just been doing some light pad work with his trainer, Robert McCracken. The gloves have just come off. But Gareth, we were just remarking upon the fact that he looked so calm, so cool. He's certainly not been skipping leg day. We'll definitely give him that, will he? But he looks in great shape, despite all the problems that he's had, obviously, with Jarrell Miller, etc., etc. How relieved will he be now, do you think, knowing that he's got his opponent and it's Andy Ruiz Jr.?
Well, you can see it. I mean, as you say, physically, he's just an amazing specimen. But you can see it mentally in the camp today. It's cooler in the gym today than normal, and I think you can see that he's so focused, and I think that's the big thing that's come out of this, that psychologically and mentally he said straight away the show must go on, and he's had to wait nigh on 8 days for that new opponent to be announced. And it wasn't until yesterday we knew about Andy Ruiz, who's a very dangerous opponent, frankly. But Joshua has the self-belief. I spoke to Rob McCracken earlier. He said he's extraordinary. It doesn't matter who he is. He's just so focused on the job in hand that you know, this is just an open day for all of us before he heads to Miami and does the proper last month preparation before what is a big moment for him in America, in Manhattan.
It was 2 years ago yesterday that he fought Vladimir Klitschko. He's been through a similar sort of situation to this before, in the sense of we had the problem with Carlos Takam, of course, when Pulev pulled out. But now, given the way he's changed, given the water that's gone under the bridge, how much has he matured since then, would you say?
Well, that's a very good point. I think that 11-day turnaround for Carlos Takam was a really testing moment for him in Cardiff, and he handled it brilliantly. And remember, it was a tough fight because he was head-butted into the nose early in the fight, and he battled through. That was the first time he'd had to do that. He's an exceptional person. Anyone you speak to him here who's worked with him day in, day out for 10 years, and we've been around him for 10 years, there is something special about him. He's not one of those given to flaunting his wealth or his fame or his projection. You know, he's a guy, you know, leaning on the ropes right now with this gargantuan physique that wants to prove that he can do it in the ring, and then he can go out and resonate in society, and he will do it afterwards. Look, he's an exceptional character. He's exceptional to follow, and I expect him to do something special against a very dangerous Andy Ruiz in New York on June the 1st.
He definitely wants to put on a big performance and announce himself to the American public. June the 1st at Madison Square Gardens in New York. Anthony Joshua taking on Andy Ruiz Jr. And we'll hear from the man himself as to exactly what he thinks about that matchup very, very soon.